Hi, Pat. Hi, Kenny. Who's this? Edward, can you log in using your own school account so that when I take attendance it's easier that way? Thank you. Hi, Michael. Hello. Hello, hello. If you guys haven't gotten the packet out yet, get this packet out. We'll start when in about 2 minutes. If you need something to drink, you need to go to the bathroom or something, you can go now. Do you guys like this music, or I should switch something else? I can only play like non-copyrighted music. How about this? Let's try this one. All right. Looks like most people are here, so let's just get started. Yeah. Hope you guys all missed school and stuff. Did I just lagged? Hopefully, it gets a little better. But from the stream, seems like it's lagging for a little bit. It's the connection here. Once the KBPS gets up, we'll officially start. It will get better. It will get better. Okay, I promise. It will get better. Sometimes it glitches a little bit, but it should get better in a bit. Okay, when KBBS gets above 1,000, then it'll be smooth. Okay. We're at like 200 right now. No, it's some random person screaming in my living room. All right, I think, oh, above 1,000 now. Should get good in a bit. All right, I think we're good to go. All right. No, I have not taken attendance. I will take attendance later. All right. Seems like we're smooth now. So here we go. So let's start from this problem right here. So today we're gonna talk about basically the area of a triangle again, even though we talked about it. It's basically the formula where area is 1/2 AB sine C, but we're gonna introduce it again so that you remember it. It's from geometry anyway, but okay. First of all, if you want to find the height of this, okay, of this triangle, to find the height, you need, any idea? How do I find the height? Height is here, right? I have this. How do I find the height? So naturally, you want to find this line first, because if you can find this line, then you can find the you find this line, this segment, you can get the right triangle going, and then you'll be good to go. Okay, so here we go. So to find this, you have to use law of sine. So we're gonna set up our law of sine. Sine. So right now there's no angle here. So what is this angle? It's 55. So it'll be 125. Because add up to 180, right? Well, this. So you have this. Can I get this? What would this angle be? This one. 20, right? So now with law of sine, I can set this up. Okay, so sine 20 degrees over 21 is equal to sine. So this to this equals sine 35 to x. Okay. So then you find x. What would x be in this case? So, what do you guys get? Is it lagging? I don't think it's lagging. It's pretty smooth here. Uh, 35.22 seems to be correct. Very nice. Okay, so after you solve for that, you got this length. Then you can find height by using one function. What function would you use for this if you want to use 55 degrees? Isn't that sine, cosine, tangent, opposite, hypotenuse? Sine? I'm just following you guys. Equals opposite over x, which is this, right? And then you can find h is 28.85, it seems. All right, this is in feet, right? Feet. All right. So, you good with that? Okay. So the next part is then, okay, I want to find length c in terms of other variables. So let's draw a height first. Okay, so a height meaning that you have to kind of, here, I'll move it up. You have to have a perpendicular line through the vertex, right? So in order for me to find c, I need to break this down into c1 and c2. Basically saying that my c is c1 plus c2. c1 plus c2. Okay? Then you represent c1 with other variables. In this case, how can I represent c1 using this? So let's just say if I want to use like an angle here. Or, I mean, if you want to use h, you can use h too, and you can do Pythagorean theorem. But let's just say we don't want to use h. Let's say we don't want to use h. Then what would you do? You want to use this angle, and you want to do side. Then what would this be? Then c1... b cosine a. Because... adjacent and hypotenuse, right? Well, C2. A cosine B. Okay, so together you can say C is B cosine A plus A cosine B. Okay. Still doing okay? This is just to train you how to represent certain length using trig. It's not the main course we're going to talk about. We're just using different lengths to represent using trig functions. Okay. So now the main course. How do I represent height h from using b? So h versus b will be opposite in the hypotenuse, right? So you'll use sine. So in other words, sine A is h over b. Similarly, sine b is equal to h over a, right? Because it's opposite over hypotenuse. So if you switch it up, your h will be b sine a or a sine b. Okay? Either way, why are we doing all of this? Bottom line is we are trying to do 1/2 base times height, right? So if you do 1/2 base times height, in this case, in your triangle, your base is c, right? So it's 1/2 base times height. Let's not use b. The base is c, right? C times h. So, since your area is 1/2 c times h, it will be 1/2, in this case, c would be your c. H would either be b sine a or a sine b. Right, so, okay, so either one will get you the formula. So what are we actually doing with area? Remind you is, if I have an angle and include the angle in two given sides, then the area will then be equal to 1/2 AB sine theta. Okay? And this is the matter of perspective. Okay, so any angle opening and you have two sides on the side that's given, you can always do this. Essentially what you're doing is you're always trying to find the height first, because the height part relative to the other part, this is your height basically, right? Base times height, right? 1/2 a sine theta is the height, because sine theta is h over a, right? So this part is your height. And you can do that for any angle as long as you have the side that is including the angle in between them. Side angle, side situation, basically. Okay, so that is basically the derivation of your formula for area of a triangle again. So we're gonna use it to practice a little bit. Okay, so if you're all right with this, you can flip it over. By the way, if I'm going too fast, let me know. But this part is the derivation, so I figure that, you know, if you want to know more about derivation, you can always come back and look at it, because the formula itself is just from base times height divided by 2. Okay. So, number 5. Area of a triangle is of this. Naturally, you can look at this, right? Angle is here, so we're just apply the formula, right? Area equals 1/2 base times AB sine C. Like that. What would this be? Well, thankfully, sine 30 degrees is a special angle, right? What is sine 30 degrees? Please tell me you guys know this. What is sine 30 degrees? 1/2. 1/2 is correct. Okay, so together you'll get 24. Okay. So, what about this one? So to find the area of this, based on our formula, we have an angle here. Which other side do we need? Don't we need this side so we can do 1/2 AB sine C, right? But this is the right angle, right? This x is there. This is the height, right? So I need to find this first. Is there a way to find this? So let's look at this triangle. What is this angle right here? 180 minus 137, right? So which is 43, right? 43. And then you will do this part. So what is this? Sine? Sine 43 equals to 7 over x. So x is equal to... what do you get? .26 is correct. 10.26 for x. Now you get 10.26, then you can use area equals 1/2 10.26 times 13 times sine of 137, which will give you what? $91? I don't get 91. I got like 45.4 something. 45.48. Approximately, right? Now, can someone tell me, is there an easier way to find the area of this triangle? This triangle right here. Is there an easier way to do this? Is there an easier way to do this? Maybe? So what would be an easier way to do this? Yeah, look, you have base, which is 13, right? So, or area is 1/2 base times height, right? So 1/2 base is 13, not the whole thing, okay, just 13 times height, which is actually 45.5. That's the exact value, actually. Okay. Yep. So, just because we learn a new method doesn't mean the old method doesn't work, okay? You kind of have to change it up a little bit sometimes. Okay. Okay. So that's the exact value. This is approximation because we round it here, right? We round it here, we round it here. So the two rounding going on, so it's off by 0.02. But that's fine. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of time to do 7 and 8 on your own. And I'm going to take attendance while we're doing this. Can we do some? So for now, if you are here, type here. Just type it once, okay? Type it once. Okay, let's check who's not here. Kevin Ma? No Kevin Ma? Brandon? No Brandon? Is Kanta here? Check in with Kenta later. Hey, does anyone have Kenta's number? Tell him to tell me that he's here. Yeah. Ask him to check in real quick. He can't type anything. Oh. But is he well? Can I like... What? Just use your student account. You can log in. Ah, Kenta. Is Tingya here? Is Kevin Wei here? I don't see Kevin Wei. Yeah. What is this 1724 about, Patrick? Oh, hi, Brendan. So I'm still missing 2 Kevins, right? Alright, how are we doing on these 2 problems? Are we done, or are we like close to being done? 1 minute? 2 minutes? No idea what you're doing? Hmm. 2 minutes. Okay. If you're done, you can flip it over and keep going. I'm gonna start talking about it. It's okay, Olivia. I can't do that either. Can't draw. Especially when it's on paper, it's harder. I'm probably not even gonna draw the full 12 gun. I'm finished sending this email. What am I eating? I'm eating crunchy bars. Oat and honey. Those things. Alright. Let me talk about this for a little bit. Okay. So, first of all, you have to look at this area is 10, right? They already tell you that. So it kind of looks like this. Right. So they say 6 and 9, okay? And then you have some sort of angle in between, right? And you want the included angle. So, yeah, I know, Olivia. While I'm talking right now, is the crumbs are all over the desk. So area is area is 10, right? 10 is 1/2 6 times 9 times sine theta, right? And then you can solve that. You get sine theta equals to 10 over 27. And then you do inverse sine, right? Arc sine 10 over 27. Now, because arc sine, whenever we're doing arc sine, we have to be careful of alternate solutions. So if you just plug in your calculator, you should get 21.74. Right? But what is the alternative solution for this? What will be the case? How do you get the alternative case? The sign is positive in both first and which quadrant? So you gotta subtract from 180, right? Second quadrant. So if you look at your unit circle, when you get your sign value, positive both here and here, right? So you can get both the acute angle and the obtuse angle, and you get both. Okay, that way you can have both. Okay, all right. So let's look at the 12 gone. So usually with 12 gone, I usually because any regular polygon, you can always use hold on, let me move this a little bit. Wow, standing quite well right now. Okay, you can always use a circle to help you draw it. All right, so I'm gonna randomly draw a circle. Okay, that's my circle. If it doesn't look good, so be it. Okay, that's all I can do. All right, so each of the so if you have a 12 gone, right? So basically you have like a bunch of length, and in geometry we know that is that 12 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Seems like 11, but it's okay. Okay, imagine this being 12. Okay, so each of these can be cut into individual triangles from the center. Okay, since there are 12 of these, what are each of the angles in between? So how many triangles should I get? So be like, what? Whole central angle is 360. And then you have 12, so you gotta divide by 12 first. Not 135. I think it's 30 for each one. Right? Because you have 12 of them, right? 30 is right. All right, and then it's okay, Michael. You get it though? Okay. So you have 30. And then each of the triangle have the radius, right? Radius is 8. So you just use 1/2. You do the triangle, okay? 8 sine 30. How many are we doing? There are 12 of them, right? So this times 12. Oops. Times 12. That's it. And then that would be equal to 192 centimeters square. Okay. So that's that problem. Okay. All right. So I think this is also where I stopped for the previous period. So some housekeeping items for your homework, if it's possible. So your homework is online, which is on Pearson. You just log into how you usually log in. You don't have to turn the hard copy on that one for this time. But what I do need you to do is I need you to upload your finished packet on this one. So that includes the rest, the 5 pages that's left, right? So you got 5 pages plus the review. Now, let me see if I can find my school loop so I can show you guys. School loop seems to be a little bit down right now. I don't know why. It's not working. Hello, school loop. School loop working for you guys? My school loop ain't working. Good that yours is working. Maybe I should open an incognito mode window. Oh, it works now. Interesting. All right. So, take a look at this. So, on your calendar, you should see this is due, right? Pre-calc. And you'll have what's due today, which is 8.4 classwork, which is what you're doing right now. 8.48. It's basically the whole packet, but you don't have to photocopy me the whole packet, okay? Just take a picture of the last 5 pages, okay, that you did. And the homework is online. So how do you submit it? So yours doesn't have a submission here, but what you have is submit, and then there's 2 options, device and locker, okay? So you can do either upload stuff to locker first and then go from there, or you can directly upload from your device, whatever device you're using, your computer, your phone. I think computer is probably easier, okay? So upload from there, and then I can see your work, okay? I don't need to see the homework part. The homework part is going to be online. So there are 14 problems. I already put it on. So it's due Friday night. Okay, Friday night, which is tomorrow. You have all day tomorrow. Okay, or tonight, or the rest of the class. All right. So there is particular problems that I already solved during office hours that some people asked me to do. So if you're looking for particular problems that you have trouble with, I already solved several problems on my office hour streams. So if you haven't been to my office hour, you can look at the recording to see if the problems you're asking for is there. For example, I did a problem. I think I did an online problem. Last problem online I already did in office hour. Also, a couple of problems here, I also did it here on live stream. So before you ask, you can go check it out, or maybe you can ask anyway and I'll refer you to the link. But the hard problems that people ask are already there from first period. So if you want to check that out, you can. Okay. Any other questions? Oh, your test scores from chapter 7. I know you've been waiting for that one for a long time. I finished grading them, so they should be on tonight. Are you excited? All right. So, any other questions before we close the stream and let you guys work? Oh, Sarah, I don't have the homework log with me because, homework log is stuck in the classroom and I haven't been back to the classroom. All the assessments and assessment corrections are indefinitely suspended for now because we're not going back until May 1st. Could you show us which page of the packet we have turned? Or it's all of them? Okay, it's not all of them. It's basically your notes is gonna be today, so it'll be what did we just do? We did so can't find the page I was just doing. It's the page that we started on, and this page, these are classwork, and then the rest of the packet. Okay, so it should be like 5-6 pages, something like that. And then finally there's a review page, right? Oh, here it is. So this is the first page, and then until the end. Okay, yeah, so those are the ones I'm going to look at from the pictures, or if you want to scan it into PDF, that's fine too. And the online homework is you just do it online. Okay, any other questions? All right. Homework's due tomorrow. Tomorrow midnight. It's also on your calendar. It's due every Friday. Okay? Keep you on track. Also, if you want to do homework early, you can always do that because first, the homework is always there because first period has to do it, right? So it's always early. But you should have plenty of time because Friday you have no class, right? Key is don't procrastinate, okay? Any other questions? All right. Time to say goodbye then. Bye. Oh. Who's Phil C? Why, Philemon, is this your alternate account? We already took attendance, Michael. We already did. Remember, you said here. Goodbye. Where's Kevin Ma? Well, he's not in class. Bye-bye. Why wouldn't I be streaming? I stream every day. Goodbye.